Hey, welcome back into today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about Jeffree Star, Pewdiepie exposing T-Series, and Philip Defranco as the Rep reports. No, I don't know where my mug is. Jeffree Star released a video talking about how he was robbed of $2.5 million in makeup. That's a lot of money. Let's see what happened.
The things that I'm about to tell you have been my nightmare that I have been living with for a few weeks now. So during this Blue Blood launch, which was the biggest success of my career, the biggest launch.
He goes on to talk about his Blue Blood launch being extremely successful, biggest launch of his entire career.
The biggest launch. It has been insane. We were #1 trending topic all over the world. The sales were astronomical, and I cannot believe we sold every unit. So if you were a part of that magic, thank you so much.
During this very successful launch, a lot of people noticed that Jeffree Star was not very active on social media. In this video, he goes on to explain exactly what was happening behind the scenes.
I've been dealing with my birth mom being very sick. My mom has been doing very bad, and if you have been following me for a while, you know that we recently connected. So this has been very emotional with this massive launch, dealing with the health of my mom. Something else horrific happened.
Now I completely understand. I have family members that are in very poor health, so it's a very hard thing to deal with while you're doing YouTube and trying to focus on your career path in general. So prayers go out to his mother, and I hope everything works out. He goes on to talk about something else that's just insane, a heist against him.
2 weeks ago, the morning of March 15th, I uploaded the reveal video for the Blue Blood collection. That night, at around 1 a.m., one of my stock and shipping facility warehouses was broken into, and over $2.5 million of product was stolen from me.
That's a lot of money, and I'm sure that was very hurtful, something that you pour your heart and soul into just to be stolen right out from underneath you. The craziest thing about this is that this allegedly was done by black market professionals.
Knew it wasn't secure enough yet, and they hit us really hard. They came in through the roof. It was a very professional job. It was a team of people. And when you watch footage of this stuff, it is so gut-wrenching to see people just take your shit and put it in a truck and steal something that I've been working on for so long. I don't even know how to explain it.
Now, I'm not going to go through this entire video, but I am going to put it in the description below so you guys can check it out. He talks about how he sat back in anxiety, just waiting for this product to surface. They were working with a team of law enforcement and the FBI on this. Now, there is one girl in custody, but I'm told that this girl has nothing to do with the actual break-in and more of just finding the product from the black market professionals who did the heist and was redistributing the products in general. There's going to probably be more about this unfolding as time goes on, so make sure you subscribe, notifications turned on. I'll try to keep up with this story for you guys. There's a Twitter thread too I'm also going to put in the description where people have been finding other people redistributing the product, which is illegal. So if you guys do see any of this, definitely report it. I'm told that they're, for the most part, misspelling his name purposely so that it doesn't show up in search results, so they won't be caught. But as you can see, this is the stolen product, and this is probably something very difficult for Jeffree to see in general, something that you've worked so hard on, and then it's just out there. So if you guys do see anybody redistributing his products, definitely let the authorities know, because this is a very illegal thing. Also, in the news, Pewdiepie released a music video that he said he was going to release when T-Series passed him, because it was inevitable that T-Series was going to pass them because they're a massive corporate entity and there's a lot of shady things going on in the background. So he released this video, but this wasn't just any video. This was an exposed video towards T-Series. It's already at 3.6 million likes and nearly 30 million views in general. In this video, he goes on to talk about collusions with the mafia, pirated music and how they started their career, tax evasion, massive things. I actually did an exposed video on T-Series a couple months back, probably about 4 months ago, because I was really interested in how this YouTube channel was coming out of nowhere and just tackling Pewdiepie when the videos didn't seem to be upon the high quality that PewDiePie puts out. Now, in general, when I went down this rabbit hole, I found a lot of information. Music. Some will say that Robber Baron is an appropriate metaphor for T-Series, India's largest music company. As critics point out, it's an entity that got there by selling millions of audio cassettes for which it didn't own the copyrights to, by exploiting ambiguities in the copyright law. That means that they found ways. There are differences within the Indian copyright laws and the American copyright laws. We will get into that really soon. It's called Exposed T-Series, and you guys, I'm going to put it in the description below. I definitely suggest you check it out because it's going to give you a bird's eye view of some of the things that PewDiePie has been talking about in his music video. When this music video came out, this put PewDiePie back on top of T-Series. He's currently over 200,000 subscribers ahead. The gap is one of the biggest that it's ever been. So I'm pretty excited about that because I really do want PewDiePie to win because he's facing this huge corporation, and after doing the research into T-Series, I don't agree with the practices that they built their business on. They even were exposed for sending PewDiePie a cease and desist. Now, if that doesn't tell you they're threatened, I don't know what does. But I want you guys to look into this yourself. After you watch that video, I want your guys' opinions. I'm going to look in the comments section. Just let me know what you think. Also, in the news. Last thing we're going to talk about is Philip Defranco's news network that he promised, and this was brought to my attention by Memology 101. It's one of his newest videos, and I'd been thinking this for a while, so when he popped out with a video on this, I was like, I wonder if anybody else is thinking about this. Let me show you.
And ultimately, it just kind of boils down to, like, this whole Rogue Rocket initiative is about news. A news site, which we're hoping to launch before the end of February, which, of course, 100% news focused.
Talked about the Rogue Rocket initiative and where he was raising money to make this news network, and he was getting a lot of funds for this. Now, he started talking about this around the same time as the BetterHelp fiasco, the controversy where it was coming out that the BetterHelp practices were far from legitimate, and he was one of the people that were backing this, and the Rogue Rocket being tied into that as well. I'm going to put that video I did in the description below as well. So far, that news network that he promised is not out yet. It's currently April 2nd of 2019, and we have nothing.
No.
Now, I understand that YouTubers get really busy, and there's probably a lot of things that's happened, maybe even family matters, stuff that at surface level we're not able to see. So I'm giving him a benefit of the doubt. I'm sure that something that he promised is going to come out, and I'm sure we might even hear a statement from him soon about this if this gets to more ears in general. I want to know what you guys think about this, so let me know, because as interesting as this is, there's always something that's more interesting to me. That's right, you guessed it. I want to know what you think. So why don't you go ahead and leave your creative and interesting responses in the comment box
Below.
As always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. Wow. I just said that and it felt right for the first time in a long time. In the next video, I feel like the oomph was there, but there's a lot of just really crazy things going on in general. I had personally, I went to the therapist today, and it was really weird because last second they said I was getting a new therapist. The therapist called me and said that she was moving. So I just got this new therapist out of nowhere, which is kind of like weird. But I like my new therapist, and I'm learning a lot more about myself. But the world's crazy. But Game of Thrones last season's coming out this month. Oh, I'm so excited. Are you excited about that? Let me know. Because I know that you're repping. If you're not repping, you're gigging. How do you do that? All you gotta do is subscribe, notification, turn on, be in the comment section every single video, because I'm gonna be there, Greg the Cat's gonna be there, and the rest of the Repzilla community as well. And I expect to see you there too, because this channel loves you. Yeah, last second changes. Whatever, new therapist. Really cool dude. It's okay.